I'm Al McGee here at yeticket.com, but I'm here with the Romanian film director, Radu Jude. And man, he has a new film out, and it's called Bad Luck Banging or Looney Porn. What a title. Jude, Mr. Radu Jude, tell us about this film.
Hello, hello to everybody. Wow, what can I say about this film? It's a film that apparently is about a sex tape gone viral and its consequences in the life of the woman who's in it, a teacher, a high school teacher. But mostly the film is not about that. Actually, it's about what is around this. What are the connections of this small porn video with the rest of the society, basically?
Yeah, that's what I found. First, from the title, I was looking for something else. I really was.
I'm sorry to disappoint you.
But I learned a lot about this, what's going on. And you shot this during the pandemic because all the actors, they do have on masks. And from other films who shot during the pandemic did not wear masks. And I admire you for that. Now, this is divided into 3 equal parts. Why did you create that style for this film?
Well, I will be honest with you. I didn't know how to structure the story in a regular way, so I had to trick a bit and to find a way to do the movie. So I think that in the end I had this idea to structure it like a salad bar, where you have everything put there, like materials for a possible film, and that's it. In the end, I think it works perfectly well like that. But the main reason is my incompetence of doing it how it should have been done.
Okay. Now, also with this film too, you have Katia Pasquero. She plays Amy, the school teacher. Why did you choose her for this part? What made you say, hey, you're great for this part?
I know her from theater. She's doing a lot of independent political underground theater in Romania, and I like her a lot. And I didn't even do a casting session because I knew she would be very good for this part, because she's a very serious person, and you can see this seriousness on her. She looks very serious. So I wanted a character which is a serious lady, so to speak. And she's a great actress. So I didn't even do any test. I said, I would like you to act in this film. And she said yes. And then we just did it. It was very simple.
Oh, okay. Now, also in the beginning of this film, you see a couple having sex, and which I really enjoyed very much. I really enjoyed that part. But I read that the husband in that scene is a real porno star. Is that true?
Well, he's a porn actor, but not a star.
And the female, is she also?
No, it's the actress. It's our actress. It's Emmy. It's Katia Pascariu.
Katia. It's really
very
her.
Brave. Yeah.
Wow.
But the main the husband is played by an actor who calls himself Stil, Stefan Stil. He's a Romanian porn actor, but I'm not very familiar with porn cinema, with porn industry.
Right.
But he was really a wonderful guy, and very funny and helpful and professional. I think porn actors are very professional everywhere, so it's
yeah, I think they are too. I like them a lot. Now also, now you also had the camera going around Bucharest, and I really was amazed at the things that they were saying to the regular citizens, were just saying to each other. For example, there was one citizen telling another citizen, "You don't own a car, you're poor." And they were saying other ridiculous things. Is this what you wanted us to learn more about the city Bucharest?
Yes, well, it's not exaggerated, because these are the things that you can see. Actually, I think it's the explanation is that after the revolution of 1989, Romanians, the society was somehow driven to embrace this neoliberal individualistical values, and a car was always a social status symbol, and it remained like that. So the bigger the car, the richer it means you are, the stronger, the most powerful, and so on and so forth. So unfortunately, this creates a situation which is for many citizens hostile to public transportation, or to take a walk or to take the subway, because to be a real guy, to be a real to be somebody means to have a car and to drive the car, even if it's
Right.
only traffic jams. So it's a very stupid situation, I think, a very stupid status symbol, this car situation, and it became, of course, a metaphor in the film in a way.
Yeah, it sure did, because you showed cars in a couple of situations, like parking on the sidewalk,
Yeah, it's
blocking the
all over like
sidewalk,
that.
and
It's
things
like
like that. I said, man,
yeah.
I kept saying, where's the police myself, being an American, because they usually handle that here. But, when you showed it was seen like it was all over, and people just was doing what they wanted to do with their cars. But also, a lot of your history, I'm talking about your Romanian history, I didn't know. I saw a lot in your film that I did not know. For example, like, the Army fire in 1989, and also about the Orthodox Church keeping their doors closed
Yeah.
to revolutionaries, and also, well, the way many of the citizens feel about Jews. I did not know this things about the Romanian people, and that's what you showed in this film. Why did you do that?
Well, because the film, the character in the film is accused of being obscene, of not being moral enough. And then, it's just easy to look around as a society and to see much bigger obscenities and much bigger things like racism, like anti-Semitism, like all these kind of things, which people don't seem to be to have a problem with. They have a problem with the teacher with her tape, and regarding army and church, I only put them because I'm still amazed that they are on the top of the list of the institutions that people have faith in. People have faith in army, people have faith in the church, and I don't have faith in those institutions. So
Right.
this is why I put it. And I don't have the faith because as the institutions, they proved to be unreliable in situations when we needed them, like the revolution or like the fascist past of Romania in the 40s, where Romania, as a close ally with Nazi Germany, killed a lot of civilians, mainly Jews, but also Roma, Gypsies. So where was the church when we needed it?
Yeah, during that time. Yeah. And for myself, my history here in America as an African American, I say the same thing. Same thing. The church let us down. The army let us down.
Yeah.
Government let us down.
Yeah.
Okay, one more question. A couple more questions about this film. The audience, the parents, the parents in the meeting, and trying to decide this teacher's faith. They seem so engraved in what they believe in and what they felt that was the right thing for the kids. I like the way you wrote that in the script. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I have kids myself, and I was to present at these kind of meetings. And what can I say, that whenever people speak about their own kids, they become more aggressive, or they actually not only that are more aggressive, but they share their own real opinion. The politeness goes away, and the real character and the real values of the people are shown much more clearly. because they speak about their children, so they want the best for their children. So it shows their values, so to speak, much more clearly in a situation like that.
Yeah, in fact, that's what's going on here in America with the parents at these school board meetings about masks and things like that during this pandemic. I mean, they threatening people. They're also following people home, giving out their addresses. You exactly right. You're really right on about that too, man. And that's going on right now here in my own neighborhood. So
it might be. I don't know, because I don't know about the American society directly. I know only from the internet, from the newspapers, from the films. So it's you to say it or not.
Yeah. A little bit about you. Now, you graduated from the Media University of Bucharest. Do you feel that it's important for a future filmmaker to go to school to learn filmmaking?
No.
Why is that? Why?
Well, actually, I was rejected 3 times by the National Film School, and this Media University was like a small school conceived normally. I mean, it was made especially to create professionals for television mostly, but I was interested to make cinema. No, I don't think you need to go to a film. Of course, if you can go to a film school, why not go to a film school? But that's really I think cinema, it's like rock music, like punk music in a way, like writing novels. If you're interested into that, and if you educate yourself or in a school, it doesn't matter. It's okay to do it. I mean, Quentin Tarantino was not in a film school, right?
Right.
And
one of the best directors.
He's a great director. He's amazing. And well, yeah, you don't need. Godard was not in a film school, Jean-Luc Godard. So no, I don't think. No. I think you just need to grab a camera, to have a culture, to educate yourself, and in which way you can, and do the films, because also the camera is more intelligent than you are. So if you rely on the camera, then something good will appear for sure. So
yeah, I totally agree with you. Now, also, with many of your shorts, you have won many awards at film festivals and things like that. But what is much more important, winning awards at film festival or having a film that is very popular and people want to see?
Well, of course, everything, both, all of them. I don't know. I cannot make this kind of dissociations and say this is more important than the other, because in the end, it doesn't even matter. You speak about African Americans. I saw a film which was neglected for years, made by an African American filmmaker. It's called Killer of Sheep by Charles Burnett. A film made in the 70s, I think, in Los Angeles, and it's a beautiful film. It was somehow remade. Remade. It was how it's called.
They reissued it or something like that.
Yeah, something like a few years ago. It's a beautiful film, and it didn't have a big audience, and it didn't have big awards. So it doesn't matter. It's a beautiful film. Okay. I don't believe into these things.
Yeah, the reason I asked that, because I've been on a couple of boards of film festivals, and I see some beautiful films that win awards, but they don't get out to the public, without they don't get out to the public. People don't know anything about them. But and you just gave me a good example of that. You're right about that. Also, I saw on one of you did a quote in 2016 that you believe that the strength of cinema does not lie in the story or in the different philosophies behind the stories, but in its immense descriptive capacity. I really like that quote. What you just said, what you said in 2016, because that's a film. That's film.
Yeah, I still believe it. As I said, if you take the camera and film something, the representation of that might be interesting or important, because cinema, what is cinema? I believe now is like a tool that helps us to see better the reality, the society, like a microscope. Like a microscope, that you look into the microscope and you see better something. The camera maybe is the same, or should be
Yeah,
the same. A
yeah,
film
I agree with
should.
you because many people go to films many times to learn something or to learn more about themselves or to learn history, just like your film,
Yeah,
Bad Luck Banging or Looney Porn. They learn from these films. When they could go and get a book or articles, look on the internet, but they look towards films to educate them, but also to make them feel emotionally, make them feel some type of way from a film. And that's what I see people do when they go to a film. And you doing that right now with your films.
yeah, I think, well, of course everybody can find something in a film, and the film can be consumed or seen from many points of view, as an entertainment, as a storytelling device. But as I said, for me, it's also a tool for knowledge, for a specific kind of knowledge, I think.
Well, Radu Jude, I can spend a couple more hours talking to you, but I got to get out of here. And I just got a signal that you are very busy today. I enjoyed your film because I thought it was different. And I enjoyed talking to you also. I really have.
I enjoyed it as well. Thank you so much for the invitation.
And do something else in the future, contact me at yeticket.com. I'm Al McGee.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Bye bye, sir.
Have a great day.
The same.
Thank you.